It's monsoon season in Tucson, and it looks like we got a good one coming. So where we left off last time, we had just discovered that the trailer was too tall. I needed to cut it down. Well, I turned the cameras off for that. I did cut it down about 4 inches, made everything work, and we're going to start this one. I'm just starting to weld it all back together. So without further ado, check out part 2 of Frankenstein, Birth of a Monster. Alright, it's Sunday morning and I'm back out to be back at it. Hopefully we can make a decent move today and not go backwards in the process. So, let's get the tools out and get to work. Finally, you can do something. Make sure when you're welding, you don't need drills or anything loose. You don't want to get anything in your motor. It'll get a jujube in there and it's all over with. I'm going to clean this tip up a little bit before I get going. I like these pliers here, they snap on. Got a nice sharp point to them and they really grab well. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just tack welding everything to get it all in place. I'm not welding everything all the way through yet. Just kind of tack into place. I'll check out my measurements again and then we'll go ahead and weld it up. Terrible with the welds, my goodness gracious. Alright, so I've got everything welded well enough for right now. I'd like to use a bigger welder once everything's kind of together and come back in and feel in underneath these corners. You know, these welds are really ugly. I'm using a shielded wire. It's not like using gas, you know. But anyways, I'm at the point now where I'm going to measure and cut some expanded metal to go up here. 3/4 strong, 54 1/16, 53 1/2 even. 71 and strong, yeah. So kind of a pain because I don't have a big work table. When we had our shop, we had obviously big work tables all over and got kind of spoiled. This is an old steel rack that we used to put steel up, so it's probably way out of square. I don't expect it to be square. I don't expect it to be perfect. I'm just going to cut the one direction and then I'll set it up there and then mark it. Of course, there's just enough grinder to get through that, because I went and bought some last night. Alright, let's tack this thing down. My faithful dog standing nearby. Might use a hammer to hold things in place. whoever floor's going. So I think we're welded in well enough right now for setting the toolboxes up there. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little cleanup on the toolboxes quick, and then we'll set them up there. There was a shaft welded off of here, and I cut just the shaft off the other day. I used to hold a spare tire on the last trailer it was on. Now I gotta try and get it off. It's gonna be a tough cut. I'm gonna have to go behind that nut and try to get it off of there without doing too much damage. But this is the side that's gonna sit down now, so it can't have that between it and the expanded metal. Got my handy dandy hammer here. Put that one on to stay. Alright, that's going to get us everything we need right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and start welding up on the back of this box. This is way thinner metal, so I need to turn the heat way down. Gotta do a little prep work first. It's got many miles on it. Many miles on it. I mean, hundreds of thousands of miles. This toolbox has gone up and down the road. That's why that red trailer has been back on the road. I knew the frame was broken in one spot. Once I got into it, it was broken in a lot of spots. It was actually a burned out piece of junk when I got it. He was hauling some junk to the garbage, or to the dump. Junk to the dump. I threw a cigarette out the window or something, and the bed lit on, well, the load lit on fire and burned up the bed. Wrecked one of the tires. So I got it cheap and I just rebuilt it. Hopefully it doesn't end up screwing up the hinge. Sometimes when you're welding near a hinge, kind of weld together on you. You can hear it and feel that the wire speed was a little bit high. Coming into this, I was pretty confident that welding skills were a lifetime thing, kind of like riding a bike, but I'm quite certain that you lose those skills to some extent. I mean, they come back quicker. Tend to be careful not to touch the hot spots. For now, we'll put a mop wheel on and clean up the finer details, you know, we'll kind of warp everything together. These mop wheels are great. This one right here is a 40 grit, which is fine for what we're doing. One of my thoughts was that I would just set these up here and have them so I could take them off and leave them on the job sites. But I think after looking at it and thinking about it, I think I'm going to go ahead and weld them right into place. And they're just going to be the boxes that are on this trailer, you know. So I think that's what we'll go ahead and do right now. Alright, we've got it up here and we're ready to throw a little weld down. We've got these pieces on top weighing it down so it doesn't want to lean out when I get it moved out. You know, there's a lot of talk lately about privilege. And I do believe that I am privileged. Very privileged. Not in the way that a lot of people are talking about it, you know. I'm white and I'm privileged. But it's got nothing to do with white privilege. What it has to do with is being born in the United States of America. You're at a huge advantage in this world globally if you're born here. But a lot of people take that for granted. Alright, that concludes our welding portion of the fun today. And it's getting hot. It's supposed to be up to 102 today, so I think I'm going to see if Matt wants to come over this evening and put some of this stuff away. And we'll see if we can't take this trailer tomorrow. Try it out. Alright, so looky here. Matt came to help on a Sunday afternoon. He's kind of excited about the toolboxes too.
Yes, seems awesome.
It's going to be nice for us. Now we just get an enclosed trailer and a couple guys to drive. And
this guy here is the next runner-up for driving, I think.
there you go.
I get him an ID no time.
Yeah.
And you
Maybe all right.
believe I'll drive that truck places.
So you guys probably haven't met him before. This is Jordan. This is Matt's son.
Hi.
Little
then-
micro me.
Yeah. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mini me. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this handle holder put on here, I think, tonight while you guys are here. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. We got everything together the way we wanted to.
Yes, well, to an extent.
Pretty much. I mean, for the day, for the night. You got a long ways to go on that thing, but I got to start, you know.
But it's amazing. It's gonna be amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna crush all my pet peeves.
Major improvement.
Major improvement. Yes.
So I'm gonna try pulling it over there tomorrow and just see how it pulls behind the truck and make sure there's not something terribly wrong with it. But I think it'll really be fine once the skid loader's on it, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's gonna be a little bit heavy on the front for right now.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving is like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control. I'm speeding fast to chase my soul. I'm driving to get away, running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go. I'm fighting another day. Neon lights in the fast lane light, riding high, reaching for the sky.